Welcome to HB RV Lifestyle, the podcast. I am the host, the Honey Badger, here to give it to you straight and transparent about the RV business, as well as other things. Happy Memorial Day to everyone. Hopefully you had a great, safe, amazing weekend. If you're a veteran, if you're active military, thank you for your service. You're really appreciated. Now, since it is Memorial Day, we don't have a list of recalls. We're going to have to do that on Wednesday. Excuse me. Now, I did check out for about a week. I didn't do any episodes, didn't do my live stream. There was a lot of people like, are you okay? Are you okay? Yes. Let me give you a little background what happened this week. On Tuesday evening, I talked to a really close acquaintance of mine. I've worked with this person. They know me pretty well. I know them pretty well. And he watched the Monday podcast and said to me that I looked tired, I looked sick, and that I just don't sound like myself. So I decided to take a break for a week. Not a lot goes on during Memorial Week and Memorial Weekend in the industry, so I was like, yeah, this might be a good time to just mentally check out and get some rest. And I did. And I'm glad I did, because I feel refreshed. I was going to push myself to do the Saturday live stream, but I'm glad I didn't. I got like 12 hours of sleep. I look bright-eyed and bushy-tailed today. We're going to kick some butt. Okay. Now today, I'm going to expose a RV YouTuber that makes a claim about having an insider. Now when I do this, there will be no foul language, number one. Number two, before I get to the point, there's going to be context. So this might sound boring, but if I don't give you the context, then it's going to be taken the wrong way. It's just like when you make a text message to someone, right? It can be read the wrong way, right? Okay. So first off, I want to start with the fact that Liz Amazing is the person I'm going to talk about. Okay? Liz has made a lot of claims that she has an industry or factory or Lippert or RV factory insider that has all this information that Lippert is doing this on purpose and RV factories are doing this on purpose and they're cutting all the corners on purpose to overcharge you, and on and on and on. It's been spread out over several shows, several episodes. Okay. Now, where I'm going to start with this is Liz Amazing is a necessity. I'm very happy she's still making videos. For a while there, a lot of us in the industry thought, is she going to disappear? Is she going to go take a sabbatical and go take a long break? It's really nice to see that she's still making videos and still out to help people. But let's put it in perspective. She is a capitalist. I'm a capitalist. She is getting a great check from YouTube. Okay? And I've done the math. If you guys want, I'll send you the math if you email me or contact me. Okay? I went over the math with like 5 different people. One person that came up from Vegas, SH came up. I gave him the math on how it all works. And I talked to a guy that's in Florida that's a YouTuber with the same amount of subscribers I have on the main channel. And we talked about it. And they're like, holy cow. And I'm like, yeah. Now you see what's possible. When you have 100,000, 150,000 subscribers and you're getting 6 to 8 million views a month, you're getting 20, 30 grand a month from YouTube. It's good money. And let's also look at this. And this is just a little sidebar. Her content is evergreen content. It's very educational. So she's going to have a nice little passive income on all her videos. Just like a few other corporate RV dealership YouTubers have a nice check coming in. Shoot, one day I'm going to have a nice check coming in. I don't know when that's going to happen, but I'm looking forward to it. Okay? But let's get back on track. So, that being said, if you go to the video, go back to her video where she talks about the cease and disorder list, or cease and disorder from Lippert, the C&D, and you press pause every time something pops up, and you read the communication. The communication was not that she was talking about frame failure or frame flex. It was that she was making claims that she had a Lippert insider. Here's the interesting part. She never rebuked that. I don't remember what it's saying. She never came out with her source and went to an attorney with her source and said, this is my source. I have proof that he works at Lippert. He wants to stay anonymous, or he works at an RV factory. He wants to stay anonymous. I've been given a list, okay, of things to do if I ever have to, talk about my sources, okay? So anyway, long story short, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little off track. Long story short, her insider does not work at any of these factories, according to my sources, according to the people I've talked to that have no skin in the game. They could care less. So she doesn't have a factory insider. She doesn't. Okay? What they have come to the conclusion of, and I'm talking about all the people I've been talking to about this, what we have come to the conclusion of is that it's a vendor. It's someone that is daily in the factories, probably talking to some disgruntled employees or upset employees, because let's face facts. Both the RV factories and Lippert and anybody in the RV industry is extremely slow right now. Hours are being cut, people are getting laid off. When you can't hardly put food on the table, when you can hardly pay your bills, when times are tough and times are hard, it starts getting emotionally draining and hard on people. It's getting hard on me. Okay? I'm not going to go into everything, but I can tell you that, like, for 2 months, I had to pretty much support 3 households. So I know what it's like to have that tight chest and that migraine, because you don't know how you're going to make it to the next day or how you're going to make it to the next week. So remember, a lot of these folks that work in the factories that assemble this stuff, do all the shipping, do all the quality stuff, all that stuff. These are human beings that are trying to put food on the table. They're trying to pay their heat bill, their electric bill, their car payment. So emotions can run high. Maybe something was said. Maybe something was taken out of context. Maybe it's someone she's known for a long time that used to work at one of the factories or used to work at Lippert. But if you read the letters, because I already had a tough time before the letters that she posted on her screen for her video. I already had a tough enough time believing that someone at the factory, one single person, is going to be the whistleblower for the entire RV industry. Far-fetched. And so, unless she can provide evidence that this person actually works inside the factories, which, unfortunately, she's going to be in a tough boat, because she doesn't have to say where he works or where she works, but she's going to have to come out and actually tell the truth and say, hey, This person doesn't work inside the factories. They're just connected to the factories. Maybe they're a vendor that delivers a steel, or maybe they're a vendor that delivers appliances. Maybe it's someone that's, works in government, maybe. Maybe it's someone that's part of the city or county government. Who knows? My new sources, my old sources came from different parts of the RV industry. My new sources are actually people that work on the vending side, the service side, the warranty side, and a few executives. So my sources have grown even after I lost my 5 really good sources because of what happened with, the story I did about Winnebago. Now, I'm not doing this because I want you to go stop watching Liz Amazing and stop supporting her. There's going to be, oh, you're just a hater. No, I'm not a hater. I just want everybody to understand that you have to take what she says with a grain of salt. Listen to the customer that she's talking to, because the customer is going to give you better information than she is. Let's remember, the old saying is sex sells, right? Anger, hostility, negative stuff sells. It gives people an opportunity to make more money. Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, negative, 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 negative. Democracy is in trouble. Democracy is in trouble. Democracy is in trouble. Democracy is in trouble. That's all you freaking hear from everybody. The RV industry is garbage. The RV industry is crap. The RV industry is this. The RV industry is that. All you hear from these folks is how terrible things are. And we don't get to hear from the people that are actually enjoying the rig. And there's some people like Liz. Liz isn't the only one. Okay. There are people who have made a great living and a big following from concentrating on the negative. And I applaud them. I applaud anybody that's making 20, 30 grand a month in ad revenue from YouTube. It's like free money. And you just got to respect it. And I respect it. It's very hard to be the balance. Because for me personally, and this is just my personal take on it, it's hard to give both good and bad. Because it's not sexy. What I do is not sexy. What I do is not favorable. It's not viral information. It's not. I'm never ever going to get to 1 million followers. I'm never going to get to 500,000 followers. It's just not in the cards. But that's not a bad thing, because my goal is to just touch people and help them. My goals are different. I don't care how many subscribers I have, but if I get 100,000 views, 200,000 views a month between the podcast and between the main channel, and these emails that I get from people saying thank you. I just got an email I read before I happened to be the top email of the day, because I just happened to finally look. Boy, I've been really out of it. But they said that because of this podcast and because of the main channel, they felt confident walking in and buying their dream RV. It wasn't quite what they wanted, but it's pretty darn close. And they said because of the knowledge I passed on my platforms, when they walked in, it made the buying process so much easier. If I can get 50 million people over the next 35 years, 40 years, however long I'm on this earth doing this, to tell me that, along with any income I make from YouTube and sponsors and stuff like that, that combination of everything would make me feel like I left something for everyone to enjoy. And and it's the fact that not everything's sunshine and rainbows, and not everything's a fiery Armageddon storm that's with hellfire flying down, and blood in the river, and frogs and flies and all the plagues of Egypt. It's it's neither one. It's something in the middle. You know, I'm going to do something I haven't done on this channel in a while. I'm going to give Grand Design a little bit of credit. They are at least attempting to help people. Not everyone, but there are a lot more people getting help now because of Pete and Lisa West, and because of AJ, and because of a lot of other people out there. People are getting help. And more people are getting help in the last 30 days than they did in a whole year. So you got to give credit where credit's due. At least Grand Design is responding. Is that the way I want them to respond? Absolutely not. In my opinion, it's far from enough. But we need to recognize that they are at least bringing people in. They are booked out, from what I understand. They're booked out until July of next year already, and there's still appointments being made to bring frame failure fifth wheels over to the factory. By the way, does that sound like a small problem to you? Less than half of 1%? Sorry, I had to get that in there, right? And this is why, like, I get all upset. I get upset about certain things. I get upset about people not sticking to their word. We're now on the 7th person, 8 total times, where someone has swore to me they'll never buy another Grand Design product because, oh my God, we got bought out and we got all this. And they go right back and buy another Grand Design. Or they get to a point where their second Grand Design is all screwed up and they start the process all over again, make a bunch of promises to the YouTube community and the RV community that I'll never delete my videos, or I'll never delete my TikToks, or I'll never delete my my Instagram reels. Yes, there's a family that does this on Instagram reels. Yet every one of them that have been bought out of their second Grand Design have all deleted their videos. Do I blame them? No. Am I mad at them? Yeah. So I don't get involved. Once I get to a certain point, it's like I'm done. I get done with people. I block their phone number. I block their email. I don't want to deal with them. Just like people leave this podcast all the time. I get people who absolutely can't stand me. They watch a couple episodes, they enjoy it, and then they drop off like, I can't stand this guy. It's okay. I'm understandable about that. There are things I say on this podcast that not everyone agrees with, yet they still stick around. So those are kind of the different things that I just wanted to cover today shortly. Wednesday, we're going to go over recalls. Friday, I've got some special stuff for everyone. I think everyone will be excited about Friday and Saturday's episodes. And we'll get back to the routine. I needed that week, man. It was crazy. And I know a lot of you don't agree with me about certain things that I see. And that's okay. It's okay not to agree with me. It's okay not to agree with each other. But as long as we respect each other, and as long as we can be respectful about things, we'll be good. If you're a troll, you're never going to get to me. You're never going to upset me if you want to troll me. I'm sorry. I laugh at people that troll me. Because to me, it's like, did you listen to the entire episode? Have you listened to all the episodes? So, anyway, again, happy Memorial Day. And again, thank you for your service to all the veterans and active military, and also to all the first responders as well. Okay? Have a great night.